Yo, 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 my God, the third day of the draft. Howie, this was probably the second most exciting day. Weird, right? The third day is usually like we're just cruising, making our picks, and that's it. The draft is over. On to the undrafted free agents. But no, the Eagles maneuvered so much. They acquired some good players here. I think we were all shocked what even happened before the draft even started to where we really ended up at the end of the day. And I got to say, Howie Roseman is playing chess, is literally dinking and dunking all over these other teams. And I was impressed with how he has done. My God. I want to go over the draft picks. I want to go over what we did, the maneuvering that we did in the third day, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th rounds. I want to go over all this because we were all shocked. We were all surprised. And, man, this was amazing. Let's get straight into all this news.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What is going on, guys? So the third day of the NFL draft comes to a close, but the moves that happened were just ridiculous today. Howie Roseman was maneuvering so much, not only for this year's draft, but even for next year. He made some moves, guys, before the draft even started, okay? The Eagles made a trade. They moved up, okay? They gave away a 2024 third-round pick to move up to 105 to draft cornerback Kelee Ringo. And what school? Georgia. This is just absolutely insane. We kind of knew the Eagles had a lot of interest in Kelee Ringo. The pre-draft visit went really well. They really liked him. And obviously with a big-sized corner like this and what they could do with him, you gave up a third-round pick. Why did Kelee Ringo go down these draft boards so much? Okay, that was the question going into this whole thing when they gave up a third-round pick to move up to 105. They were, the fourth pick in the fourth round, which was kind of insane. There was some, we were trying to find out some more news about the whole situation, okay? Obviously, it says Eagles rookie cornerback Kelee Ringo dropped a bit after dealing with shoulder dislocation, labrum tear in college, as well as a concussion. Regarded as high character, talented player, had some second-round grades per league sources, value in the fourth round. So he was supposed to be a second-round talent, but I guess teams stayed away because of his shoulder, a dislocated shoulder, and that's not even a big deal. I mean, we're not even talking about an ACL or anything like that, or an Achilles or something like that. We're just talking about a shoulder injury and a concussion. I mean, I'm not even making a big deal out of that. That's great. I think the Eagles, obviously getting him in the fourth round is really great value. They gave up a third-round pick in 24. So why did they give up such a big pick? I mean, third rounds, they gave up a pick for him, so do they have more really in store for Kelee Ringo going forward? I feel like not only at cornerback is he going to learn behind Slay and Bradbury and some of these other guys, and bringing in more competition to your cornerback room, which is great with Greedy Williams and some of the other guys that you have, but I would cross-train him. Have him play cornerback. Have him play safety. I mean, I don't see this guy sitting. I see this guy cross-training and really competing for more positions at safety. This guy ran a 4.3. I mean, he ran a 4.3 at the draft. As a downhill type, maybe in-the-box safety, I think he would play really well. Has that big upper body frame that kind of box out those receivers, get his hands on the football. I think you got something really good here, and I couldn't complain about it. I was wondering why Kelee Ringo was going down the draft boards. Obviously, another Georgia player, guys. I mean, Howie Roseman has been in love with these guys, and they think that Kelee Ringo is definitely something is going to be really special. Really going to training camp and competing with these other guys and playing with his teammates from Georgia is just fantastic. I think a cross-train is going to be something of value here. I think that's what they're going to do with him. I mean, I'm not so certain. They didn't say what they're going to do with him yet, but I just have a feeling they're going to do it. If they gave up a third-round pick for him for next year, they're going to do a lot more for him, and I'm really excited. And I hope you guys got really excited about this because this was a great valued pick, and it was fantastic. So I was really, really happy that Kelee Ringo fell to us. And really, at the end of the day, guys, between most of our picks, we didn't have to rip and claw to trade up and give away so much, and kind of like how we moved up for Jordan Davis, giving away a good amount of picks. Like, we didn't really have to do that in this draft. The draft really fell to us at the end of the day. I thought we did really well. And Kelee Ringo, man, was a fantastic pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, interesting enough, we're kind of waiting in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. We're kind of waiting as the picks were going. And, oh, my God, the news came in. And we're like, oh, my God, Deandre Swift is a Philadelphia Eagle. Okay, when Jahmyr Gibbs was drafted to the Lions, you saw that war room. They were excited. They couldn't wait. And there was rumors the day before from Ian Rappaport that, I think, he wanted out. I think DeAndre Swift wanted out of that, out of that room and just wanted to go somewhere else. And Howie Roseman was on the phones doing this thing. They gave up a 2025 fourth-round pick. 2025 fourth-round pick for DeAndre Swift. That's a $2.7 million cap hit for this year. He literally cost nothing. Last year of his deal is going to be a rental most likely, but this is such a fantastic pick because you know what? I think this is, this obviously is something that you have to think about because Rashad Penny is injury prone. DeAndre Swift only missed 3 games last year, okay? Now, he had 99 carries, over 500 yards, okay? And he only missed 3 games, like I said. Cap hit's really low. The past 2 seasons for DeAndre Swift, it's been like 156 catches for 1,200 yards receiving in 2 seasons. I mean, it's absolutely insane. DeAndre Swift is somewhat injury prone. He is less injury prone from Rashad Penny. All I wanted them to do was to add another back. Just another body. Even if, DeAndre Swift dealt with injuries. I think as you put him up against Miles Sanders, and I have to say this, guys, DeAndre Swift, when healthy, is probably going to be a top 10 back this year. He might even be a top 5 back this year behind this offensive line, and if he stays healthy. No joke. DeAndre Swift is not only can just run with the football behind this offensive line, but I'm telling you right now, is in the passing game, he's going to be more of a threat. And the Eagles are going to do whatever they can against matchups, against these defenses this year to really exploit him into this offense. I cannot wait for this, okay? Obviously, he's a Philly guy, went to high school in Philadelphia, Philly native, okay? Played at Georgia, another ex-Georgia player. It's just insane. Georgia, it's the Philadelphia Bulldogs at the end of the day. I couldn't believe they did this. Okay, so you don't have a third-round pick for next year. So far, a fourth-round pick, now giving away a fourth-round pick in 25. I mean, that's 2 drafts in the future. I mean, you gave away a 2025 fourth-round pick. So obviously the Lions just want to get rid of him at this point. And there was rumors that DeAndre Swift really wanted to be on the outs. He kind of just wanted, he kind of knew like he wanted to go to a new team. And behind this Philadelphia Eagles offensive line, oh, my God. You got him for nothing because you're going to get some comp picks back. So, really, at the end of the day, you got DeAndre Swift for nothing on a really cheap cap hit this year. And we've always dreamed. He's 24. He's 24 years old. It's absolutely insane, the value that they get out of this guy. And Howie Roseman still making moves, okay? It's crazy at this point. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles, okay, they went to the 188th pick. Okay, they changed up what they were doing here. They went to the 188th pick in the 6th round. They end up picking up Tanner McKee, okay, quarterback, all right? Now, people were questioning, why are they picking up a quarterback? Well, you can't get free agent quarterbacks every single year. Okay, Marcus Mariota is a free agent after this year. He's getting paid, it's $5 million this year for Marcus Mariota, and that's it. You know what I mean? There's incentives in that deal as a backup. Ian Book is probably not enough. You have to draft a guy. You have no choice. They have to bring someone along in that quarterback room. Obviously, you need extra guys for bodies for preseason, training camp, joint practices, stuff like that. So for this guy, now he's 6'6", 231 pounds, okay? 6'6", 231. So I'm kind of confused on why they didn't get more of a special skill, Jalen Hurts type of mobile quarterback. Dorian Thompson wasn't even on the board. He was drafted by the Cleveland Browns. So they have a bigger quarterback here. I don't really know much about him, but I didn't look at too many quarterbacks this year besides what the Eagles were really interested in. But this is more of a camp arm to me. Maybe he'll stay as a number 3 if he beats out Ian Book. We'll see. I don't know, but we'll find out. Later down the road. There probably wasn't much mobile quarterbacks that they really liked, or there probably wasn't much left in the quarterback situation in general in this draft for a mobile quarterback that they want. So they get a big quarterback here, So, we'll see what happens with this, but I'm not really making a big deal out of it. Now, going into, obviously, the 7th round at 249, they pick up with their last pick of the draft. They pick up Moro Ojomo, defensive end from Texas. So I'm actually glad they picked up another defensive lineman. I couldn't even complain about it too much. You know what I mean? I really couldn't. The more depth you have, the better. Just to get another guy to see what he could do. Just see what he could do. Who knows? This guy might beat out Derek Barnett. Who knows at this point? So I'm not making a big deal out of Moro Ojomo. I know nothing about him. I haven't really followed him. Didn't really cover him. Obviously, with these later picks, I'm kind of big question marks with a lot of guys. But hey, more depth for the defensive line. I can't really complain really about any of it. So this draft was just amazing. Howie Roseman done a fantastic job. You end up, we'll do a recap video of all these draft picks and just kind of what I think about it, what my grade of this draft is. But so far, guys, honestly, it's an A+ draft. I mean, not only are you maneuvering, getting picks for the future, it's just kind of crazy. So the Eagles ended up trading one of their picks to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get a 5th-round pick for next year, the pick that we lost because of the Jonathan Gannon situation. Okay, so they got some picks back for next year. Okay, so they ended up getting some picks. The Deandre Swift trade was great because they ended up switching 7th-round picks and gave away a 25 4th. So they got some good value out of Kelee Ringo in the 4th round, and obviously trading for Deandre Swift to put him in this running back room. And I think I think he's a better back than Miles Sanders when healthy. And this is regarding to Rashad Penny and Deandre Swift, regarding those two guys staying healthy or not, that's going to make the big difference here. But if you can, you distribute these carries really nicely, I think you could do a good job keeping these guys healthy, and you'll have one hell of a backfield for the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, Trey Sermon is off the question now. Kennedy Brooks, these other running backs, they're not going to make it now. So now with DeAndre Swift, Rashad Penny, Kenneth Gainwell, and Boston Scott, that's really going to be your running back core. They're going to keep 4 guys. Obviously, Boston Scott plays special teams, so it's kind of nuts. Like I said, I think DeAndre Swift will be a top 5 rusher this year if he stays healthy behind this Eagles offensive line. Rashad Penny could have a big year too rushing if he stays healthy, and Gainwell is a solid back. So we'll see how the rotation is going to go, but very excited for that. Kelee Ringo, I think they'll cross-train him. And they drafted a quarterback and drafted some depth at defensive end for this defensive line. Can't complain at all. This was a good draft. Covered a lot of positions and was really happy about it. So I want to know what you guys think about the whole entire draft. It was very exciting. Went over everything, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you last this long in this video, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well for more content for the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to go over the undrafted free agents and some more stuff, but man, the 3rd day was amazing. The Eagles end up getting more picks for next year, which is great. They get the 5th-round pick. They traded one of their picks to Tampa Bay to get a 5th-round pick for next year. So then you'll have the comp pick for your 3rd and 4th rounds, which they will get those comp picks back regardless. And obviously trading for DeAndre Swift for 2 drafts later for a 25 4th rounder, which is absolutely insane. So, I know what you guys think about the whole entire draft in general. The 3rd day, are you excited about DeAndre Swift? Kelee Ringo, how excited were you when we got him? What do you think the Eagles are going to do with him, giving up a 3rd-round pick for him next year? The Eagles should have a lot more plans for him as of right now. So that is the last day. The draft is over. You guys let me know in the comment section below everything that you want to know about just this draft in general. And I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend and the rest of your day. Shakes, what up, follows, 5. Peace out, guys. Peace.